Pokemon Diamond and Pearl have been looked at many times to possibly be remade in the future. Ever since the first time Generation 4 was introduced, you could hear the Pokemon fans go, "Wow! Can't wait till this is being remade," while turning on the console after just receiving the game. With our intensive research and ability to stockpile leaks, we looked into what can prove that there will be remakes of the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl games, and when those will be released. We scoured the web to find the closest things that we are able to say are verified sources, and bring to you what could possibly allude to the creation of Pokemon Diamond 2 and Pearl 2. What we have for you all here today are the top 5 new Diamond and Pearl remake leaks that might excite you for a Generation 4 remake. Hope you're all having a good day, and let's jump right into it. Before we begin, today's top 5 is sponsored by Raycon. Many people like to feel like they're connected to anything. And thanks to Raycon, you can get a connection that's just as amazing as other top audio brands transmitted directly to your soft, supple ears. I've been having a great time finding ways to use my everyday E25 earbuds that are their best model yet and start at about half the price of any other premium wireless earbuds. They've helped me with my workouts with their seamless Bluetooth pairing that lets me obtain gains more efficiently since I don't have to lift in weird patterns to dodge any wires that'll knock them out of my ears. Aw man, I was listening to a motivational speech about working things out. Thanks to Raycon's compact design, noise isolating fit, and 6 hours of playtime, I can listen to music and podcasts non-stop without having them knocked out of my ears. Click on the link in the description below to get 15% off your order at buyraycon.com/JethroTex and surf through the site to see the many fun colors they come in before picking yours out. Thanks again to Raycon for sponsoring us. Number 5. To start off this list, we have the most recent post I could investigate coming from Spoiler Click to View. Seeing as they're conscious of spoiling their profile picture, this can be seen as a trusted source since they're saving what's left of their spoiler meter for this threat. They do have some Crown Tundra info as well, but we'll just be looking at the remakes in this video. If you'd like to see us cover some Crown Tundra leaks, leave a like, and comment your PO box so I can send our top 10 Crown Tundra leak video directly to you before uploading. This post says the games are Timeless Diamond and Spatial Pearl, which we'll just keep in the corner to see what the rest of these posts call the games, because there are many names that could come from this. Most of the info here is pretty standard for a post, hinting at when it will be released to imply it will be released, a bit of content mentioned, saying Megas are back, a little story spoiler with Giratina being able to also Mega Evolve and being the main antagonist again, a nod to everyone's favorite 4th Gen character to get people enticed, as it says you and Cynthia have to go into the Distortion world together, and Arceus being brought back into the mix to get everyone excited from that time you could not get it. Overall, good use of text formatting, nice and neat. Also uses future game releases to make people feel like this is confirmed, as November is a pretty good guess for the Crown Tundra, and saying 2021 for everything else like we're even getting to that year is a decent way of making this feel like a more legitimate rumor. They also picked some good Pokemon for who's getting some Generation 4 Mega Evolutions, as the starters, Staraptor, Luxray, Floatzel, and all the rest are pretty common look for picks when asking for Mega Evolutions. I personally would have added Toxicroak in for a post like this with Krogunk's notoriety in Pastoria City, but overall a good 6 out of 10 leak post. Number 4. Fairly recent, only about a month ago here, posted by Guy Standing on Bridge by Body of Water. First of all, we have to just assess the names here. Eternal Diamond and Infinite Pearl. Not bad, a little bit better than Timeless in my opinion. Infinite can refer to unlimited amounts of possibilities in space, so already we're off to a better start. What we're looking at in this leak, however, is right at the bottom where it states, "You're welcome, feel free to screen cap this." Pretty confident, already implying we've said thank you for this. Don't know where they got that idea, however, but alright. It's got your typical run-of-the-mill rumor post, few descriptions of areas, giving us some disappointment with there being no Battle Frontier, and instead of Mega Evolutions, we're getting Generation 4 remakes with Dynamax and Gigantamax. This is then in conflict with our last post, which means at least one of them is wrong. At least. They did pick the legendary Pokemon, and Arceus, of course, to be getting new forms, but the real interesting post in this line is where they say, "I know for sure." For sure. If you're gonna upload something on Diamond and Pearl remakes that are definitely coming out, you have to do it with pure confidence. So even if this isn't the most informative post and turns out to be disproven, then at least we've all learned a very important life lesson in confidence and posting leaks. Number 3. Nice, short, straight to the point. This time we've got more remake names to consider. Timeless Diamond again, That's 2 points for that title, and this time, Pearl takes the Eternal. So in total we have 2 Timeless, 2 Eternals, although on different gems, 1 Infinite, and 1 Spatial. This doesn't mean anything, I'm just counting. We've got Megas mentioned here again, where it doesn't say which Pokemon get them, but just that they are in the game, and lots of Sinnoh Pokemon will be receiving them, as expected. Not the best rumor post, 4 out of 10 from me on this one. Would be a 2 out of 10 if they didn't add the part where they said they can't name their sources, but they were given this information. Good use of technicalities here, bonus points on that one as they can't name their sources for obvious reasons, much like I can't name my sources for finding these posts. Google, I use Google. As a little bonus, we went to a different site. Although we've been nicely accustomed to all this green text and the forum posts, we've gotten to a nice little lull state in the mix by going from a less trustworthy posting site to a much more grand and reliable source, like Reddit. So in between our 5 leaked posts, we have a bonus section for Reddit with 2 posts here. One is just a simple image detailing some very well looked into points with the anime, as in Pokemon Journeys, Ash and Go starting Kanto, alluding to Let's Go Pikachu, and then they go to Galar, alluding to Sword and Shield, and then immediately run to Sinnoh for our Generation 4 remakes. Which in all honesty is so over the top and might as well be the most likely candidate for being correct in this entire video. Luckily, to help Reddit get a little more trust in its core, we have another post deconstructing Generation 8, as no Pokemon from Sinnoh got a new form, and it excludes a lot of Generation 4 Pokemon. Can't be too certain here, might not be as clear as the title says, but you know if there's any way to bring a bunch of cut Pokemon back, it would definitely be by adding them into some juicy remakes. Number 2. Have to bring it all back to our trustworthy green forum, as Mansion.png brings us more information to consider. Luckily, thanks to my new startup company, Considering Overly Oversighted Media, also known as Coom, we can carefully digest and understand what this forum post is bringing to us in terms of when we will be able to play the new Diamond and Pearl remakes set for November 2021 for the Nintendo Switch. Already off to a good start, so many thanks to Coom over here. We have the names Glimmering Diamond and Shining Pearl. That seems like Nintendo approved name picks, as if we were to see a Diamond and Pearl that weren't polished and didn't radiate light or sparkle, they would probably sell less. Some old time callbacks in this one as well, like Amity Square, Sinnoh Battle Tower, Contest, which is more of a Generation 3 thing, but still something you'd like to see more utilized in any remakes. You also have underground bases and mining, where wild areas and raid dens are also mentioned in this section, and is very apt for this entire post as we're really digging for content here. Side quests, longer post-game routes to imply there being a post-game without saying there is a post-game, and most importantly, the old, good, and super rods are returning. Overall, a pretty good post. Can definitely see it being printed out and framed on my wall somewhere. This post too also mentions Dynamax and Gigantamax being available in the remakes, as opposed to Mega Evolutions, which means what we need is to get all these posters into a ring and battle it out on which is better, Gigantamax or Mega Evolutions. So far we only have 2 people posting about Megas, so we'll have a pretty even time battling it out with the other 2, but let's see just what this last leak has to offer. Number 1. A final post of the DP remakes, which says they are coming out in April 2021. So far we've got a lot of months covered here, so just about every single month in the year 2021 we'll be having a Diamond and Pearl remake released officially by Nintendo. Imagine that, a new Pokemon game coming out every month for a whole year, and the same one at that. The names for this one are Time Diamond and Space Pearl. Just straight to the point, no suffixes to get in the way of us reading them out loud, only time and space. Luckily, this post also mentioned the inclusions of more Mega Evolutions, so number 5 can join with number 1 and number 3 to fight off the other 2 sections in the Gigantamax vs Mega Evolution showdown. It even gives descriptions: multicolor fire in the air, more gold on its body, mountain range on its back, all of which are ones I'm pretty sure I covered in a Gigantamax video somewhere. It does mention the legendaries and says Arceus will also get a new form, much like Primal form, which is a good idea, and even though it's not likely to come from this post, it's nice to know these ideas are out there in the universe to eventually be added in a game. We've gone through many leaks to look at what could possibly be in the Diamond and Pearl remakes, and hopefully with everyone's constant forum posts coming together, we can see a new adventure in Sinnoh leaked into real life. This one is clearly the most official post, however, seeing as the legendary Pokemon from Generation 4 are the ones who posted it.